Hey, good evening, pipe friends. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Of course, most everybody I would presume is in the bed by this time. It's about 10 minutes till midnight, and I'm being a night owl tonight. It'll soon be November 6th. But housekeeping tonight, I am smoking big bowl of Savinelli pot, and in this thing, I'm smoking some Peter Stockaby's Dansk Black, and this is basically a dark vanilla Cavendish. And every now and then I get in the mood for a good vanilla Cavendish. The darker the better. I mean the dark. But hadn't been a lot going on today. It's kind of an uneventful evening. I cleaned 3 or 4 more pipes, this one included, and I hadn't smoked this one in a while. It's got such a big bowl in it that, of course, I only got about a half a bowl in it tonight, but it takes a ton to fill that thing up, and unless you're, if you want a good long smoke, you settle down for a good 45-minute smoke with this thing. And it is a little top heavy, but it's a good smoker. But I cleaned it up. This is one of the ones I cleaned tonight and shined it up. And years ago, I had a guy at a brick and mortar. I went in and was buying some pipe cleaning stuff, and I said, "What's the best thing to clean a rusticated or sandblasted or a blasted pipe?" He said, "Look, believe it or not, get you some chapstick, and this is, I've said this before, just the old basic, put a little on your finger, and of course you're going to have to take several fingertip worth, but just work it in." And I'm going to tell you something else I found, and I seen this on YouTube also. If you've got a stem that is oxidized, once you go through, and my method that I like best is using OxiClean overnight, 24-hour OxiClean treatment. When you bring the oxidation out, of course you're going to shine it up and everything, but if you'll coat it good with this, it'll keep that oxidation from coming back. I'm assuming that it will keep it forever, but I on the ones that have oxidized, I go back occasionally and treat it anyway because I like it gives the stem a shine. On the ones that have never oxidized, I use the Brevia stem cleaner and shiner part, and I do on some of the ones that's oxidized too, but it'll give it a shine. And matter of fact, this stem has never oxidized, but I cleaned the entire stem and bowl and everything, the entire pipe. I shined it with a little bit of that chapstick, not heavy, but just a little. And the shine will last for a long time, and I've been doing this for years, so it's perfectly safe. It's a good smoke. Peter Stockaby makes a good tobacco, surely does. I'm on my next order. I got to get my pipe and fishing money back up, but my next order I may order. There's a couple more. There's another Dansk. I don't know if it's gold or what it's called. There is another Dansk besides this one I want to try. I got on a Captain Black kick today and smoked a couple of bowls of that in the white label. Matter of fact, my jar's getting low. I've got enough for a couple of bowls. I might have to pick up another pouch, and I may grab another pouch of gold. I hadn't bought gold in a long time. But I keep Captain Black white label on hand. Matter of fact, I keep it decanted, and I like it once in a while. I sure do. It's my favorite over the counter. And look, let me tell you, for the price around here that they're getting for a pouch of that, it's premium priced. It's over around $6 for an ounce and a half of it. That's, Lord, I can go to MA's and do better than that on some good bulk tobacco over there. But I've got to go tomorrow and have a couple more signs made for the food trailer. We do a hamburger, and I have had several compliments on it, and that's, and I've had several people come and say, well, somebody said come by and try your burger, and that's the kind of advertisement money, can't buy. Word of mouth, it's the best, and we make, I've had several people say, man, you just don't get a hamburger like this. So it's a good old-fashioned burger. So I'm gonna have a sign made, I've got a company that makes signs for the side of it and just put on their old-fashioned burgers. We've got hamburgers listed, but I'm going to emphasize that they are old-fashioned. And we hand pat the meat. Our butcher, we buy not all of our meat. We don't buy the ribs and the chicken halves and brisket, ham, turkey, sausage, that kind of stuff. We buy from our supplier out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Performance Food Group. But now for our plate lunches like hamburger meat for meatloaf, hamburger steaks, pot roast for when you're buying roast for pot roast, or beef tips and rice, I have a butcher in town that cuts it, and he gives us a heck of a deal on hamburger meat on ground beef. And what they do is at the end of the day, they package it out, steaks and whatnot, and if it doesn't sell the next day, they discount it. Everybody, we've all seen that. What he'll do, there's 2 or 3 of the restaurants around town that buy from him. What he'll do, and you may get ribeyes, you get sirloin, he grinds it all up and makes hamburger meat and makes ground beef, and you talk about making a hamburger steak or a hamburger is out of this world. But even if you're just buying if he don't have any that he's doing that with, it's fresh ground beef, and it's, we hand pat it out, and it's the real deal. And, I steam the buns, and we even wrap it in the old-fashioned tissue paper. So, and I was hesitant to do the hamburgers there because, hamburgers can be messy, and when you're doing festivals and different things like that, they want something they can walk around and eat, like a corn dog or hot dogs borderline, or, sausage on a stick. Well, there's a guy already doing corn dogs. So I kind of got in on the tail end of it. So I had to pick a couple of things, hot dogs, nachos and that kind of stuff, Frito pie. So we're doing French fries and hamburgers. And I said, well, we'll try it. And look, hamburgers that is my deal. That is that's our niche. And I just would not have thought it, but a hamburger will go just about any time, so we sell, that's 80% of what we sell, well, 70 anyway. I'm steady on that griddle doing hamburgers, and French fries, but I'm not drinking out of my Citgo mug. I'm drinking out of an Exxon mug. A lot of my followers know me. I spent several years in the gasoline business. Sold out about 6.5, 7 years ago when we bought this little barbecue place. And started when I was young. My dad, of course, is in the tire business now, but he spent many years as a Texaco dealer in town here, and had a very successful operation back in the days. And it, when you pulled up and, they hit the car and wiped the windshield, or hit the aisle, hit the ground running, and done the windshields, checked the tires, and at one time he had the top volume station in town here, and for a service station it had 17 employees, and it was a go-getter. Well, I got into the Texaco business when I got out of school young. I was Texaco's youngest dealer in this region and ever, and wound up I had 3 of their stations, and over the years I've sold Texaco, Shell, Exxon, FINA, and the last was Chevron. And of course, my favorite old mug is a Citgo mug. I've never sold Citgo gasoline. You know, all the Chavez hype and everything, but a friend of mine is a Citgo jobber, and he gave me 2 of them, and I just love them, and I've had them for about 12, 13 years, and I literally rarely will you see me drinking out of anything else. But my father-in-law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's this week, and we knew he'd been having some difficulties, and it's official now. They put him on Aricept, and the doctor told him, said sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, but if it don't, you're going to go down rapidly. And we just, we don't know. My wife, no one wants to think about putting a loved one in a home or a nursing home, but he's not going to be the easiest one to take care of with personality-wise, if you know what I mean. And it's just, I don't know. I feel sorry for her. I know she's worried about it, and I told her I would stand behind her, whatever she decided, if she wanted to bring him here. And she said, I just don't know if I can. Of course, her parents are divorced, and of course he remarried and is divorced again. Just one of those deals. Not the easiest person in the world to live with, but so I don't know. I feel sorry for him, but I just don't know, what to expect. I know that it gets bad. My friend, the one that gave me the Citgo mugs, his dad died eventually from it, and he said that is the hardest thing to watch. And I've known people that had it, and it's just, I just don't know. He is a veteran, and we have a nice veterans home here. We're just looking at options right now, but in the state of Louisiana, and I'm sure it is everywhere else, if you own anything, a nursing home gets it. I mean, and his home and property is paid for. And, I hate to see them just give it to the state or a nursing home or whatever, but that is a possibility. And now they've changed the rules in Louisiana. You cannot change it into someone else. It has to be 5 years. So, they closed that loophole, But I don't know. With his retirement, if he came here, maybe we could hire somebody to stay with him during the day. We're home at night. We'll just have to see. He does not want to go to the nursing home, and the doctor told him, he said, if the medicine don't work, that's going to mean a nursing home. His lady friend that took him, he's got a girlfriend, and she said he just went ballistic, and I can imagine. And if he don't want to go, but like I say, I'm going to pull my wife, whatever she wants to do in the thing. But this old dance gets smoking good. I didn't mean for this to be a full 15-minute video, but when you're amongst friends, time will get away from you. But I am going to wrap it up. We'll catch up with y'all a little bit later on. Get back with you on some reviews and stuff. I just didn't feel much like a review tonight. I just wanted to visit. But anyway, we'll catch up with y'all a little later on. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.